Right now I'm training for a rowing race across the Pacific Ocean. It's 2,500 miles or so to Hawaii. I've rowed across the Atlantic Ocean twice. Second time breaking the world record as the fastest four-man team to ever row across. This is a new beast for me. My name is Jason Caldwell, and I'm an adventurer. I do endurance adventure racing.
We're gonna roll all the way out because the tide's with us.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Just works with the plan.
Yeah, no problem.
Sounds good.
So here we are, a solid 8 months before the next row, but any time to be able to spend time on the water rowing is time well spent for sure.
The way I like to describe these types of races is you're on this 30-foot boat with 3 other people, and you're rowing for over a month.
It's a family out there that is going through a 30-day lifespan. You go through almost all the feelings and emotions that you do as a human being. And it's just beautiful, and it's what I love so much about rowing oceans.
You're rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 24 hours a day throughout the entire crossing. While that is extremely difficult, it's everything else that you have to do that makes it hard.
There is no time when you're just standing, you don't get off the boat, sleep somewhere else. You have 2-hour windows that need to be taken up with doing things like repairing your body and sleeping. You're not interested in making these elaborate meals. So this is our kitchen right here. This is a stove that can boil water very quickly. We're gonna add in some freeze-dried meals and have ourselves a little breakfast. I'm hoping this little portion will earn me my own cooking show. 80% of our meals has to do with freeze-dried meals. This is where we get most of our calories, high in fat. Not gonna choose. Putting 3 of these packets down a day is pretty important. You're supplementing it with the rest of the stuff that I've got in my bag there. Nuts, granola, protein bars. These are all the things that kind of just help us get that other 20% of energy. The third portion is supplementation. Every day you break it open one of these packages, downing it with some food.
Sure. Not you. That looks like mac and cheese.
It's not steak.
I like mine better.
Yeah, likewise. Toddler.
Right there. Okay, now go in the front.
Just dig it out?
Either that or I back up and then plow through it.
I think you should, and I'll push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, dude?
Large bowl for sure. So we're at one of my favorite places in Danville, Kanpai Poke. Frank takes care of me every time I'm in here today. Yeah, this is Dr. Ryan Lazarus. This is the guy who does all my nutrition for me. He's the one who makes Superman. He's the guy behind the cape. Going here, I've got everything I need. I've got sushi-grade raw fish, crab, carrots, corn, cucumber, onions, edamame, some tofu, seaweed salad, all on a bed of rice. It's a little bit of everything, and the most important thing is it keeps me from making bad decisions later on in the day. Lunch is probably my favorite meal because usually I'm coming off of some kind of intermittent fasting. And since my first workout's usually at 5 a.m., I'm pretty hungry by the time lunch rolls around.
So this is an optimal meal because we can go and we can select exactly what's in front of us and pick our nutrition. Pick the colors of the rainbow, which are phytonutrients. 40,000 plus unique cellular information that builds up a resiliency in the machine that we know as Jason.
Food is information. It is information that your body is translating into things that it can use or things that it has to get rid of. And so you're training yourself to be able to rely on limited resources, but you need to balance that with actually getting stronger.
You guys are gonna have a great time.
I know. Kev like put together a hard workout. I looked, I was like,
I
not,
read it, I'm
not
like,
cool.
I thought it was like a for
So
sure
we're-
need a pre-workout for this.
You were like in skinny jeans. You had like,
Oh, yeah.
you had your hair combed. I go, oh, yeah, change.
I'm like, definitely gotta go home.
All right, ready? Go.
So what you're seeing here is cardiovascular pulmonary endurance, changing stations, functional movements, squatting, rowing, pushing. What we're trying to do is counteract a repetitive motion of upper body pulling and just trying to create a body and a physiology that is constantly confused. So when he gets on a boat, that muscle memory can kick in when he's just doing a repetitive motion.
Dude, I don't know why I picked that first.
That was a terrible idea.
It's either that you're going first or that after and then running.
Yeah. One of my rowing coaches once told me that you earn your medals during practices and you just go and pick them up in the races. You're basically doing the work now so you don't have to worry about later. This is right now where we're earning that crossing. All we have to do when we get to it in June is just simply cross it. So this is a ketogenic shake. It's like the ultimate recovery. And ideally, you want to be taking it within 40 minutes at the end of your workout. The chocolate's better than the vanilla.
A ketogenic type of diet is something that works for me because what it is, it's training your body to burn fat for fuel instead of carbs. I lost 40 pounds in the first race and a little over that in the second race. I mean, my family didn't even recognize me. But on the second row, even though I looked that emaciated, I felt really good. I came off that boat injury-free and still having as much, or at least a good amount of energy as I did when I started that race. These kinds of races take selflessness. What I loved about rowing is this camaraderie. There's no rugged individualism. One person can't win the race for you. So interdependent. Most of these things are done in teams. Even if you're rowing by yourself, there's a team component, the people that supported you. I like to look at healthy eating in 3 ways. It's what you put in your body, when you put it in your body, and how much you put in your body. Pick one of them and do it all the time. Then pick another one and do that one most of the time. And then that third one, do it when you can. It takes the burden off of being perfect. It does not have to be perfect, it just needs to be consistent.
Good food.
Thanks to you all very, very much.
Cheers to that.
Healthy eating is not restricting yourself to having no fun. Just give yourself a little grace. Surround yourself like you do with good friends and good people. You surround yourself with good food, and you're likelier to make better choices.
Dude, I like taught myself something there. It's like, Jay, that makes a lot of sense.